Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How are you doing? I'm going to talk a little bit today about the wealth mindset test. You can uncover your wealth mindset, like specifically where it is, in literally 3 questions. I took this test many, many years ago when I first became an entrepreneur. And I just want you to know I failed it miserably. I did so freaking bad. But what I love about these questions is that it really determines exactly where you are and what you need to do next in order to become wealthy. Because think about it. I'm homeless at 19. How in the hell am I comfortably closing multi-million-dollar deals, money that I'd never even seen or heard of, right? So this wealth mindset test helps you really understand exactly where you are and how to do that. And why this is important is, quite honestly, just so you guys know, I'm taking the sticker off my glasses because I just got them. I got like 5 pair of glasses of these because I lose them all the time. Anyway, why this is important is because, quite honestly, without a wealth mindset, you're going to struggle to sell. And even if you sell, you'll find that you're consistently finding yourself back at zero. Like, I've done all this stuff to be successful, and then for whatever reason, you lose it. You see this happen to a lot of people who become instant millionaires when they win the lottery. Then all of a sudden they're broke again. A lot of people go, oh, that's because they don't have the skills to keep the money. It's beyond skills. Even if they have the skills, they don't have the mindset to keep the money. They showed this one guy in a documentary that won the lottery, did all the right things, took all the right actions, and got a financial planner, blah, 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 and still ended up back broke because his wealth mindset was so busted that he kept overriding everything that his financial planner was telling him to do. So I want to help you break through the BS so you can not only make money, but keep that money. And it's seriously just 3 little questions. So the wealth mindset test is 3 questions, and we're going to do it together. We're going to take it live. So, and you're not going to have to go anywhere. We're going to do it right here. So get your keyboards ready. Let's see if you got the courage to answer the questions. I think we can do this together. By the way, the more you answer the questions, the more I'll actually coach you live on the moment to help you. So my name is Donna St. Louis. I'm the co-founder of Fire Savvy, along with my amazing business partner, Chanel Evans. And we believe that if you had the courage to become an entrepreneur, then you deserve and need the financial freedom to stay an entrepreneur. To keep and get that freedom, you need to get good with money, wealth, and sales, like really, really good. We make it super easy. We have a very simple 9-box framework. It's a custom script framework that helps drive 6-figure conversations. We are Fire Savvy. We're a business advisory company first. And what we do is we work with you to attract more high-ticket clients and enroll them faster. You have to have something amazing to sell, a qualified audience to sell them to, and you have to have the skills to sell it, even if you don't love sales. All right. And yeah, these stats right here, this stat up here drives me crazy, that women entrepreneurs on average make $24,000 a year, and most of them hate sales. $24,000 a year is about $12 an hour, by the way. And that's if they're only working a 40-hour week. But the top 1% of entrepreneurs, they put sales as one of their top 5 skills that they rely on to be successful. All right, let's jump right into the test. And again, I can see your comments. So if you have some comments, I have the comment, I have my computer right there so I can see your comments. If you have comments, as we go along and do the test, do jump in. I'm going to read some of the comments. I won't call you out, but unless of course you're in Fire Savvy, then I will. But I'll call out some of the comments and I'll get some of the answers that people are doing while they're taking the test. So let's go with it. We're going to do all 3 questions and then we'll talk about the answers to them. Here's the first question. Nope. Before we go to the question, when you answer the questions, do not try to think about what is the right answer. It's not about the right answer. It's really about leaning into your immediate reaction, right? So this is not something to think about. This is something to be about. And I know for my thinkers right now, they're like, what? But I have to get the answer perfect. No, this is about your immediate reaction. This is something that we want to make better. So if it's not about, having the best test taking skills. So I want you to really lean into, what does your gut say? What is your immediate reaction to all the questions, to all the ones that we go through? So don't sit and go, well, I got to think about it. Nope. Immediate reaction, whatever that is. And I'll tell you what mine were too. So I don't want you to be like, oh, she's going to judge. No, I'm telling you, my answers were, yeah, I needed some help. But because I was so honest about what my answers were, it was so fast. Getting the help and switching my mindset, I'm telling you, it was like from night to day within like 30 days. All right, so here's our first question. A stranger says to you, you're walking down the street with someone else, you're just walking down the street. A stranger walks up to you and he says, I see the good in you and all that you've been through. Please accept my gift. And he gives you a duffel bag filled with $1 million. A few seconds later, he says the same thing to the person next to you. He says, I see the good in you and all that you've been through. Please accept my gift. And they give him a duffel bag of $10 million. Be honest. What's your first reaction? What's your very first reaction? Don't think, react. All right. Okay, they're coming in. All right. So somebody wrote, why did they get $10 million? You know what? That was my answer when I first go, why did I get $10 million? What the hell was that about? Why didn't I get $10 million? Again, great answer. All right, so most of the answers are following the same thing. Why did they get $10 million? Why didn't I get $10 million? What am I going to do with $1 million? Or how am I going to spend this $1 million? Which I love that. It's going to be your next question. All right. So yeah, everybody's like, why did they get it? Why did they get it? Why did they get it? Why didn't I get $10 million? And have spent. Okay, so most people said the same thing. One person wrote, I'm thankful that I got $1 million. Okay, let's go. Next question, mindset question number 2. A stranger just gave you $1 million. He gave the person next to you $10 million. They're already making exciting plans about what they're going to do. They're going to go on trips. They're going to do all this stuff. What will you do with your money now that you know they're going to go and take trips? What's up, Chanel? So did you get see the first question? I'm going to go back real quick for you, Chanel. So the first question is, a stranger says, I see the good in you and all that you've been through. Please accept my gift and we give you $1 million. A few seconds later, the person walking right next to you, he says the exact same thing to that person, but gives them $10 million. What's your first reaction? Don't think. What's your first reaction? And write that down. All right. Here's the second question. A stranger gives you $1 million. He gave the person next to you $10 million. They're already making exciting plans. They're going to go to Dubai. They're going to go to Bora Bora. They're thinking about, the house they're going to buy. They're thinking about how they're going to spend it. What are you going to do with your money? What is the first gut reaction? What's the first thing you're thinking? Boom, that's what I'm going to do. All right. So let me see. I'm looking at some of the answers. One girl said, self-care. I'm going on a trip. I need a trip. Somebody said, I ain't been out of the house since 2020. I'm going to go outside. I love that. I'm going to go outside. Okay, you're going to go outside. What else? So most people are talking about trips. They're going to pay off their bills, right? Somebody said they're going to buy a house. So mainly what we're seeing is I'm pay off all my bills. I'm going to buy my house. And then she's going to invest most of the money. Hi, Renita. Bills, house. Yeah, it's mainly bills, house. Somebody says student loans. I'm tired of waiting for the act to come through. Okay, student loans, that's fair. Tired of waiting for student loan forgiveness, right? Okay, so a bunch of answers are coming through. And just in case you're like, I don't see all those questions, it's because I'm on like 8 different platforms right now. So they're all over the place. All right. Let's go on to question number 3. And then I'm going to go back and tell you how I answered these questions and what your answers mean. All right. Mindset question number 3. In the contract pages of your new home purchase, you discover the following. There are pictures of the previous owner burying a chest of cash. She writes to you, the new owner, I left a gift for you. There is a chest of cash. It is 7 paces out from the back door, and it's 7 feet deep, and it's filled with at least 7 figures in cash. It's all yours. Here's the question. Are you a millionaire? At this very second, you own the house, you own the acreage, you own the land, it's yours. Are you a millionaire? All right, let's see. The answer's coming through. People wrote, not yet, not yet, not yet. after I go and dig up the ground, yes. Somebody said, yeah, because this other dude just gave me $1 million. Outside of that person giving me $1 million, I love that. It's like, yes, this other dude just gave me $1 million. That's how I got this house. That was a good answer. Yes, I'm a millionaire once I go dig it up. And somebody says, once I go dig it up. What else? Most people say, not yet, not yet, not yet. Like, or yes, once I dig it up, I'm a millionaire. Let's see. Yeah, most of them are like, yeah, after I dig it up, when I dig it up, I got to make sure it's there first. Right. Like I said, the best answer to me is like, yeah, I'm a millionaire. This dude just gave me $1 million. That's really good. All right. So let's talk about your answers and what your answers mean, right? Because this really does impact sales. It impacts your mindset about money, impacts how comfortable you are selling. A lot of times I'll talk to people and they'll get to the money portion of the conversation, and you can feel from the person who's selling the discomfort with selling. A lot of times what they're struggling with is a bit of survivor's guilt. In other words, they feel guilty about selling. So it could be survivor's guilt. It could be a multitude of guilts. Survivor's guilt, especially if you didn't grow up wealthy, is one of the bigger ones that we run into when we have to sell when we're selling our services and we have a hard time talking about money. There's a lot of guilt that's associated with that. All right. So I'm going back to the first one. So if you said, why did they get $1 million or why didn't I get $1 million? Your mindset needs some work, because what happened was you are struggling a little bit with appreciating the gift that you just got. You probably, and by the way, that was my answer to mine when I did it. And, based on doing the whole mindset test, one of the things that they said was when you're focused on what everyone else has and not what you have, you might be saying you're doing gratitudes and everything, and you might be writing those down every day, but are you really appreciating the gifts that you get without looking at what other people got? You're so concerned about other people that you can't really appreciate yours, right? The other thing I'm going to share you is a little thing about me when it comes down to gratitudes. So I know people do this thing where they write up their gratitudes all the time. Like, I don't do gratitudes. The reason is gratitudes come with a debt. It's literally called a debt of gratitude. I do appreciations because appreciation in every sense of the word means lift up. And so I'm more on the lift up than the debt part, right? And so I'll tell you, I appreciate you, or I appreciate something more than I'm grateful for it, because I don't want to carry around a literally a sack of debt that I have to carry with me all the time. So when you look at this one, like I said, the question of, I just got $1 million. Holy crap. Thank you very much. You have an appreciation mindset. That is definitely a wealth mindset. A wealth mindset is very appreciative of what they have, not grateful, but appreciative, right? Grateful, again, carries a debt, and debt is more of a poor mindset, not a wealth mindset. What else? I'm trying to remember the three answers. I know the main ones are, why did they get it, or why didn't I get it? And then the other one is, oh my gosh, I just got $1 million. Thank you. Some people go into, why did they just give me $1 million? This means this is a deserving thing. I don't deserve $1 million, right? So there's the competition thing, there's the appreciation thing, and there is the I don't deserve it thing, right? The one you want to try to learn to lean into, and this is all fixing your wealth mindset, is the appreciation part. I just got $1 million. Thank you. All right, let's go to the next one. This one is, the stranger just gave you $1 million and he gave that to the person right next to you. They're already making exciting plans. What are you doing? Right? That's the question. What are you doing? So a lot of people's answers initially go to, I'm going to pay off bills. In other words, I have to first get out of debt before I invest. Wealth people have a profit mindset first. So what they really think about is, how much of this can I invest first? How can I take the returns from that investment to pay off my bills? So they really think of investment first and then bill paying second, right? It's not that you want to stay in debt at all, but what they're looking at when you're looking at an investment, you're looking at a return, and then they want to leverage those returns to get out of debt. And of course, they're going to look at the numbers. What is my interest rate on the debt? Is that going to go up so high? Whatever, what's my interest rate on the if you're investing $1 million, you're probably going to make enough on a monthly basis to pay off your debt, right? To pay off your debt quickly, right? Wealth mindset people would tell you they're not going to change their lifestyle. They're not going to, their only plan they're making is investment. They're investing because what they really want to do is figure out how to turn that million into 10 million. So they're going to stay exactly where they are. They're probably not going to do any major trips. They're really going to be stuck on how do I invest in this, get the return so it can grow, so then I can get rid of the debt, right? It's all about profit first, pay yourself first. All right. So that's the wealth mindset, pay myself first. Okay. And paying yourself first, by the way, also includes paying yourself by investing in your own education, investing in being smarter with your money. It's making smarter investments. Talking about investments, we have the 6 weeks to 6-figure sales. You can be in that. It is our 6-figure superstar sales academy. It kicks off on 2/22/24. Yes, February 22nd. 2024 at 6:15. It is 6 weeks. It includes a 21-day challenge. You want to talk about having a wealth mindset. You want to talk about making more money. You want to talk about being really, really good at sales. This sales academy is going to get you there. We teach you our very simple 9-box framework that leads to 6 figures conversations. It's what I've used to build a $250 million company. It's what we use to get to 7 figures in 7 months in Fire Savvy. It's what I have coached at Starbucks, Amazon, Microsoft, smaller companies like TransFinder and Grey Castle, which are cybersecurity, and then my entrepreneurs. It's what I coach them. And I was just talking to Yanni. She goes, "Oh my God, I use it all the time." Right? And she just did 1.5, I think, last year. So it is literally what we use to sell. And it is not one of those things where it's going to inundate you or, oh, you got to 10X everything, but you got to work really hard. Dude, if you're working 80 hours a week, you're not enjoying your life or loving your money. We want to make sure that you have all of that. If you're really interested in it, jump in. It is a small group environment. We only let around 20 to 30 people in it. So if it's something that you're interested in, jump in. It's only $37.50. It's one of our lowest priced products. And it's the salessuperstar.net/academy. Okay, let's talk about the last one. In the contract of your house, you find out that this lady has buried a chest of cash, right? It's 7 figures in this chest. It doesn't mean it's $1 million. It could be $9 million, but she's buried it and it's 7 paces out and it's 7 feet down. Most people will say, I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not a millionaire yet. Well, if you don't believe you're a millionaire yet, then you won't move like one, think like one, or act like one. It does not mean fake it till you make it. If I know that I am going to, if you want, I'll use losing weight. If you want to lose weight and you want to keep it off, you have to start moving as if you love your body already, right? Every personal trainer will say there, they'll tell you it's the mindset. I need them to see themselves as already sexy, amazing, fit, because the more they see themselves that way, the more they're going to maintain being fit, the more they're going to go to the gym. It is why most people struggle to keep their New Year's resolution, because they're saying, I need to have this New Year resolution so I can be something different. But because their mindset has not been that different person, they won't win. I'm going to use Chanel Evans because she runs a track and field business. I'm sorry, not for profit. And quite honestly, I can tell you right now, she will tell you if that person at the starting blocks does not see themselves as a winner, they're not going to win. They have to literally visualize themselves running that race. They got to see what they're going to do on the curve. They got to know the moment that they're going to turn on the afterburners, and they visualize that whole thing through. They have to see themselves on the podium. They have to be in that moment as if they've already hit the pistol. They have to already live it and do it and run it. They have to run that race here before they run that race here. It is the same thing with that money. If that money is on your property, you are a millionaire. You're already a millionaire. You have to start moving like it. You have to see it. You have to see yourself as a winner before you ever walk those 7 paces or dig that, because that is the future you're creating. I see so many people that struggle as entrepreneurs because they don't see themselves as successful. They have not visualized it. I don't mean put it on a vision board. I mean, you have to see it, feel it, smell it, drink it, eat it, the whole thing. One of the things that I'll never forget, and God, I wish Chanel was at a place where I could just bring her up so she could talk about this. One of the things that we did when Chanel was a client of mine, and she came, she's now my co-founder, so that's what I'm talking about. When she came to the Unmastermind, one of the things that we did was I had them do an exercise. And I said, I want you to, and they were in a mansion at the time, and they were going to do their first mansion retreat of their own. And I said, I want you to imagine yourself walking in the first day of your mansion retreat. It's just you. No one else is there. Your attendees won't get in until the next day. What house are you in? Who's walking in next to you? What does it smell like? What does it look like? And I had them walk through the whole exercise of driving up to the house, opening the door, taking the first scent. Who did they turn and laugh at and hug and had that oh my God moment with? And I mean, we walked through the whole thing, how it smelled, everything. I didn't need them to do the whole 3 or 4 or 5 days. I needed them to do the first day. And then after that, we did, okay, now who's walking in? Who's the first guest that's going to walk in? And just went through that whole process. And she said, I was looking for it. And she said she wanted hers to smell like the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. Here's the cool thing. Chanel said, I wanted Nicole to walk in with me. Nicole, her closest friend, walked in with her. She said, I want it to smell like the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. She went and found the scent for the Cosmopolitan Las Vegas, and she made sure that that scent was in there. She talked about the house that she wanted. She talked about it being sold out, and everything that she put in her mindset to do is exactly what happened. It's not enough to put it on a vision board. This is why I hate vision boards. You have to go deeper. You have to be beyond vision. You have to literally step into your future and walk all the way through it. So when I ask you, are you a millionaire? Yes, you are. Your future just waiting for you to catch up with it. You know the money is there. It's 7 feet down, 7 paces out. Right? So many times we see the obstacle, walking out, digging deep is the obstacle, that we don't recognize that we have an opportunity to pivot. And we have an opportunity to be in that future. You can be in that future right now. You can be in that future right now. If you want to create a future where you are financially free, where you are literally living in that moment where you're like, I had the courage to become an entrepreneur, and now I actually want to make sure that I have the freedom that goes along with that. You can't do that if you can't sell. It's still business. People aren't just going to throw money at you. You have to actually do the work. So if you're ready to learn a very easy, I mean, when I say easy, I hated sales. So I created something for people who are just like me, right? People who are like, I'm not a sales superstar. I don't love sales. And now I'm the top 5 sales coach in the freaking country because it's so simple. And my specialty is people like you, people who are experts that want to turn that expertise into a high profit business. All you got to do is do this right here. Go to salessuperstar.net/academy. And Chanel also put the link. And I look forward to seeing you. And if you want to ask me any questions in regards to the wealth mindset or anything in regards to like, oh my God, these were my answers and I don't feel like they're where I should be. A good part of this academy is that we do help cover your mindset. All right, so that's all I got. If you want to see the questions again, you can do the rewind. You can go ahead and hit me with some questions. And I really hope this was helpful for you. And I look forward to you having a powerful wealth mindset that helps you become the entrepreneur you deserve to be. Have a good one.